like overtime. Yo, keep it real 100%. Hold it down for your team. Run your game full sprint.
Cowboy Nation, it's your boy Ken here. Just want to make this video. I don't think it's going to be that long, but I just want to talk about the game, the Week 10 matchup between the Cowboys and the Eagles up in Philly. As a lot of you know, the Cowboys did win, 38-23. It was a pretty good game for the defense and the special teams, especially in the fourth quarter. Cowboys offense really, they made a statement after giving up the opening drive touchdown that Big Cat threw to Riley Cooper on the 81-yard drive in the first quarter of the first drive, and then they made a statement coming down the field, scored on the 80-yarder themselves. The game could have went either way. I mean, I wouldn't say it could have went either way. I just think that what could have happened was if the Cowboys would have made mistakes like they normally do in the last couple games where it cost them the victories and stuff, especially against the Giants and the Falcons. It would have been bad, a pretty bad day, especially. That's something that you don't want to do against a team that's struggling like the Eagles. Now, we did give up 3 sacks against their defense. Romo did get sacked, but he didn't fumble. He didn't throw a pick. The team and stuff didn't fumble. Nobody didn't, lose the ball. We started creating turnovers in the fourth quarter where we did get a pick and we're converting it in touchdowns. And then, into a touchdown by Brandon Carr. It was his first career interception for a touchdown, which, good thing, a great thing, to be honest. And because that's something that we've been lacking all season. We might get maybe a fumble here and there or whatever, but to actually score, the defense has scored 14 points in this game. And not only that, we got a punt return by Dwayne Harris, 87-yarder. For the first time that we've returned a kickoff or a punt return since Felix Jones was a rookie against these same Eagles back in 08. So it was a lot of actually it was some kind of first in a long time situations for Cowboys or just the NFL period. The Cowboys became the first team since 1966, I believe, to return a punt return, a interception return, and a fumble recover for a touchdown all in the same quarter. It's never been done since 1966. The 49ers, I believe, that's what they said that did that back then or whatever. So. It's a pretty huge win for us, especially after the last couple games that we didn't had that could have went our way, but it didn't. And also, too, with the Giants, they are kind of struggling right now, and they just lost their last 2 games, and they just lost today against the Bengals, which was a pretty giant upset in Cincinnati, for the Bengals actually to not allow another touchdown pass from, for Eli Manning, because I know we didn't allow him a touchdown pass, or the Steelers. So that's 3 games in a row where he couldn't throw a touchdown pass. So Felix Jones did run the ball pretty good today. He did get 71 yards rushing. Romo threw for barely over 200 yards, but he kept the ball, out of harm's way, which is good. Dez Bryant made some key catches, of course. He made the heck of one that he made when he did the double move on what's his face, Dominique Rogers Cromartie down. He did a double move on him and called for 84. I mean, not 84. I'm sorry, for 49 yards. And then also he called a like right before the end of the third quarter. He called a 30. I think it was a 30-yard touchdown catch that he called from Romo diving to the ground. And it was a pass interference. So um, our offense they didn't really move the ball too well except for that particular drive with also, Romo had to buy time on that play where he could have been sacked at least twice on one play, which he avoided, and kept his head up, upfield to see who was open. I don't know any quarterback in the league really that can really, pull off something like that too much, like he can, and can be as accurate like he can, to pull that off. I'm not getting on Romo's bandwagon or anything like that. There's still some things about him that I'm still questioning about. But I mean, don't get me wrong. He played mistake-free football today, which is good. And also too, Jason Garrett. He um, some things that I'm still kind of questioning about him as well. But it was a team effort. It was a team win. Um, Rob Ryan, to me, and his defense should get the game. Should them and the special teams should get the game ball straight up. The defense not only the offense really put the defense in a good position or the special teams whatever, but the defense itself really set the tone for the rest of the game, especially in the fourth quarter. They was able to finish the game. And normally it's up to offense really to finish the game strong, but um, in this case, whatever, it was the defense. Really, the defense the one that really made the plays down the stretch. I mean, yeah, they might have gave up some yards here and there, but they was able to really cash in on the mistakes that the Eagles made and capitalize on them. So, um, it was like I said, it was one of those games where you just didn't know which team was gonna show up. You don't know which bipolar Cowboys team was gonna show up. So the offense, they did what they had to do, but also too the defense itself played pretty well throughout the game. Really, even though they did give up 23 points, but they made it hard for the Eagles to really score against them. Really, so Deshaun Stevenson couldn't really get himself really going except for that first drive. But other than that, he didn't really do that much that a lot of people expect. So. I mean, it was this one where we did knock out Michael Vick in the game in the second quarter, which was that knocked him out, completely out the rest of the game. So they ended up starting a little rookie. Well, he ain't a little rookie, but he's a big body guy, Nick Foles. He came in and did pretty good, except for the fact that um, we was able to get to him late, and we was able to make him make the mistakes, and that's what you got to do against a rookie. So that's all I got. I'm not gonna be on this too long, but I'm hoping that we can come out with the same effort next week, maybe even better next week when we take on the Cleveland Browns. They do have two rookies really that stands out on their team, and that's Brandon Whedon and Trent Richardson. Those guys, they're pretty good, especially Trent Richardson, while Alabama. So um, I'm sure our defense will show up next week. Hopefully, I'm hoping that DeMarco Murray will play next week. If not, then I'm sure they're going to probably get him geared up for the Redskins Thanksgiving game a few days later after that. So remember, one at a time, Cowboy fans out there. One at a time. You got to take it one game at a time, and that's all we got to do. So just want to give some shout outs to some peoples and stuff. Hey, also I want to wish a happy Veterans Day to all my fellow veterans that's out there, the ones that's currently serving, the ones that's out, retired, and especially for those families which they lost their veterans and stuff. So God bless you guys. And I want to give a shout out to the SoCal Dallas Cowboy fan club, the Prez, Lewis, and Robert. Want to give a shout out to my boy on the East Coast in South Carolina, Jacob Gathers. What up, boy? Um, want to give a shout out to Tina, NFL Girl, Wildcat, JC, Taz, Johnny, um, all Arizona clique, all everybody that's in Texas, everybody that's repping the Cowboys, even you haters out there that dissing on my Cowboys or our Cowboys, whatever. Hey man, much love. Hey, that's all I gotta say. Hey, check out the LandryHat.com for more, Cowboy news and stuff. And I will holler at y'all later. Y'all take care out there. Dallas Cowboys for life. Later.